Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I mentioned this saying in a previous video and I will mention it again because it fits to what's going on here in Ukraine and it's with its handlers. It goes something like this. I don't know who said it or if it's just a saying in Romania where I'm from, but I know it since I was a kid. It goes like this. The one you don't allow to die will not let you leave. So here we have Ukraine and some people in charge of Ukraine actually, who are on the payroll of some other guys. They were obviously going to be kicked in the teeth by the Russians. And the Western countries, some Western countries and some interests, they impose sanctions on Russia, you know, to help Ukraine in its struggle against invaders. But you see, is that group who says, okay, what did you do for me today? When you help them every day for the past, I don't know, since birth, then he's gonna ask you, hey, you didn't help me. Hey, I helped you yesterday, the day before. And so, yeah, but you didn't help me today. So you have to help that person over and over again. So the same here is the same notion. They help these guys without any requirements, any obligations, no constraints, no legal bounding documents, nothing. And these guys, look what they're gonna do. It's unbelievable. They show their face and gonna, you know, upset the handlers, and then I don't know what's gonna happen. I have to stop because I have here someone who using a blower to blow his mowed grass because you know, it's hard. All right, he's done playing. For people who are not from United States or Canada or rich countries, they don't know. Here people mow their lawn, and then they have a blower that blows air to blow the grass that is on the sidewalk or on the driveway, and they are doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. It's like, you know, in Europe, if you do that, you know, whoosh, whoosh, you don't blow anything if you're a man. Anyway, let's go here, back to this one. Unbelievable. Now, where are we? All right, so this is the title for the guys who were not allowed to die. Now they're gonna not allow you to leave. It's an article coming from the Insider. Ukraine will pursue war crimes charges against leaders of JP Morgan Chase, Citi, and HSBC over Russia financing, Zelensky's economic advisor said. Did you hear that? All right, good. Ukraine is pursuing war crime charges against leaders of major Western banks, an official said. I'm going to help them more? Go ahead. With my money too. The Zelensky advisor, Oleg Ustenko, earlier asked the banks to stop financing traders of Russian oil. Ustenko told CNBC on Tuesday that Ukraine was gathering data on banks and would pass it to the ICC. Ukraine is pursuing war crimes charges against leaders of JP Morgan, Chase, Citigroup, and other major Western banks over their purported indirect financing of the Russian state, an economic advisor to Ukrainian President Zelensky said on Tuesday. There is no doubt that Russia is committing war crimes in Ukraine against Ukrainians. There's no doubt. From the very beginning, it's like something happens in a neighborhood, you're in the area, and I would say there's no doubt. Here they are at again. Well, let's keep going then. What can I say? So, there is no doubt that Russia is committing war crimes. Something happens in a neighborhood, you're in the area, there's no doubt you committed a crime. You know, the Western civilization used to work in a certain way. These are not those kind of way our justice system works. It seems like this guy is from somewhere else or something, or is just losing it. Otherwise, anyone can say anything about anybody, and no investigation, no nothing like that, and you just get as to be a war criminal all of a sudden. So this Oleg Ustenko, the advisor, said in an interview with CNBC, in our logic, anybody who is financing these war crimes, so he starts from they are engaged in war crimes without evidence, evidence meaning proven, like an investigation, court, and so on. Without that, he jumped from that as a given, jumps to the second thing. Who is financing these war criminals? Not proven there are war criminals in the first place. Your logic. Who are doing these terrible things in Ukraine are also committing war crimes. Earlier this month, Ustenko wrote to JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and the bosses of Citigroup and HSBC, asking them to cut ties with companies that trade Russian oil and sell shares in Russian oil and gas firms such as Gazprom and Rosneft. Do you think that those guys will really care? They're losing so much money, they don't want to do that. For what? For Ukraine? For what? And besides, those are not people with certain kind of, the only interest they have is making money. So you tell them not to make money. It's really like, I don't go to work, why you fire me? Because why? Because you did something to those guys, and those guys doing something to you now or something? Is that what it is? Yeah, these guys expect everybody else to, I don't know, beat their kids, hurt their kids for them, you know, starve their kids for them. And now they're going to sue them. Based on what? War crimes? Was there a tribunal? Was there an investigation? I'm not talking about investigation like a kangaroo court and investigations like you know how they are. The real investigation with impartial parts being over there, getting involved. A joint investigation among different interests. So you don't pull only one direction. You have facts and evidence. But I think I'm too idealistic on that side. But Ustenko said of the banks in his CNBC interview, we are going to pursue not maybe companies, but managers of these companies. He added, we have different options. The first option is definitely ICC, International Criminal Court. Ustenko said Ukraine's justice and security services were gathering information about the bank's activities that would be passed to the International Criminal Court. Well, what can you do? This is, as I said before, JP Morgan, HSBC, and Citigroup didn't immediately respond to requests for comment from insider. Well, why would you? This is BS. But nevertheless, how far you want me to go? These guys, how far you want me to destroy my company for you? They don't care. The same thing with the, remember how it was with the turbine? These guys in Ukraine, not Ukrainians, these guys in Ukraine, they're in charge of Ukraine right now. They asked Canada and Siemens and blah, blah, blah not to fix the turbine so the Russians cannot use it, so they can send gas and make money, you know, not for free, send gas to the Germans. So those guys do not care about the German people, but they want everybody else to care for them, not for their people, for them, for them. But these guys are going to end up badly. You'll see that. They already show their face in many ways. They're already pissed off Biden with certain things. Biden, I don't know, he's kind of like not there, but you know, people will say, okay, maybe it's time to pull the plug from all this. Well, they can talk, they can do that. In their mind, that's the way it is. What can you do? Sue them. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.